In the second example, we ask to find the same information on an even dataset that has 10 numbers. Just like the first example, we need to first put the data values in order. Notice that 98 is an outlier for this dataset. Keep this in mind, as we need this to summarize the dataset later. Now, since it is an even number dataset, the median is in between the 5th and the 6th number, or the 5.5 location. So we have to average 5 and 6 together, which brings us 5.5 as our median as well. Because it is an even data set, both 5 and 6 are not identified as the median. They're just being used to find the median, so they can each be separated into the lower and upper half of the data set, making each side with 5 numbers. Within the 5 numbers, 3 is a lower quartile, and it also happens to be the 3rd number on the list. 7 is the upper quartile, and it is the 8th number on the list. The IQR is 7 minus 3, which equals to 4. To summarize the dataset, the sample or dataset has 10 values this time. The median is 5.5, and it is also the 5.5 number on the list. There are 5 values on each side of the median, so the lower quartile is 3, and it also happens to be the 3rd number on the list. The upper quartile is 7, and it is the 8th number on the list. The IQR is 4, and since it is a small value, it represents the middle 50% of the data values are clustered together. Also, since there's an outlier, the 98 that we mentioned earlier, the IQR is a better representation of the variability of this dataset than the regular range. For the last example, let's first put the data values in order again. Since this is a 12-number dataset, the median is in between the 6th and the 7th number, or the 6.5 position. So the median will be the average of 10 and 11, which is 10.5. Again, because 10 and 11 are not defined as the median, so they can each be separated into the lower and upper half of the dataset, making each side with 6 numbers. Within the 6 numbers, the lower quartile is in between the 3rd and the 4th number, or the 3.5 number, which average to 4. The upper quartile is in between the 9th and the 10th number, or the 9.5 number, and they average to 15. The IQR is 15 minus 4, which is 11. To summarize the dataset, this sample or dataset has 12 numbers. The median is 10.5. It is the 6.5 number on the list. There are 6 values on either side of the median. So the lower quartile is 4, and it is the 3.5 number on the order list. The upper quartile is 15, and it is the 9.5 number on the order list. The IQR is 11, and since it is a large value pertaining to this data set, it represents that the middle 50% of the data values are more spread out. Okay, that's it for the lesson.